So I gave myself an 1.5 inch base. I wanted the back of the slot to be 1.25 inches from the back, the end of it. And I'm going to make it angle about a 45. And then 1.5 inches wide. Now I put this reference line on here so I could use my speed square to get this angle. And I'm just kind of playing it by ear. You better carpenters out there could do a better job. That's my 1.5 inches. Then I'm just going to kind of make a half circle. At my 1.25 inches. Now I want 5 inches center of this slot to the next one to give room for the reels. 3/4 inches on each side to give my 1.5 inches. And then I'm going to find my angle again, and it will be 3 1/4 on this distance. That's the bottom of the second slot. Maintain that 1.5 inch gap. I'm just doing this myself. It's not going to be perfect. Then I'm just going to make that half round come out to the right here. This is your second rod holder. And then I'll just continue making more slots for however many rods I want to hold. Now I'm getting my last slot drawn. Now I'm going to rip this board, and then I'm going to start cutting out my slots for the rods to fit in. Now that I cut my board to width, I'm going to start cutting the slots out for the rods to fit in. That's one side of the rod rack. Now I'll smooth this up a little bit. Now I have this one sanded up. I'm going to use it for the template for the other side of the rod holders. Okay, now this one's ready to cut. So I'm going to make my backboards 3 inches wide. That will give me 1.5 inches on each side of the board to screw to the wall and to be able to put my rod holder on it. Now I have my backboard cut. Now I'm going to center up my rod holders to the backboard. Actually, it came out to 1.25 inches on both sides. Got a line. Do is I put my rod holder in a vise, and then I set some 2x4s under it for support. For when I can nail it down. I'm going to add some glue. I'm going to line up my marks. Get a brad started. Get this lined up again. I'll make me a center line. And start nailing maybe 8 brads. Okay, here's my first half of the rod holder set up. Now I'll put my other one together. Okay, now I have my second side of the rod holder built. I need to hang them, nail them on the wall. The first I'm going to cut some holes in the backboard just for the screws to go through. I forgot to make a template before I glued it and nailed it all together, but I can still make one. That way if I ever want to make another rod holder, if somebody wants one, they don't have to draw it all out. They can just use a template. I just need to cut the slots out. Alright, now I have my template made. If I need to do any more rod holders or somebody else wants to make one, they don't have to measure all the slots, everything out. They can just take this template and lay it on their board and just mark it out. I'm going to have the rod holder about 57 inches off the floor. And I have these 16-inch studs. So one rod holder is going to go there, and then I'm going to put the other rod holder 48 inches. That gives it enough to hold the rods, but it's not too far apart where they're sagging. I want to make sure one side is solidly screwed into the stud. Now I got my holes marked, pre-drilled. Get the other side put up. Okay, I got my rod holders screwed on the wall. I'm not going to paint them. You can paint them if you want. They're going to be indoors. I just need to put my rods on there.